the ground. And that is exactly what we are just telling you. You can change. You can change the direction. Only you have to have that will, the discipline, the soberness to take Nigeria to the next level. You have lofty ideas. There's absolutely no doubt about that. They are going to be painful ideas. If along the way some of your ministers or advisors have found one thing, be very decisive. Punish them. If you see some of your ministers that are really working and sacrificing and doing what they need to do, those are the kind of people we should be promoting. QED.
All right, thank you very much. You can join in the conversation this morning on 08134260011. You can send in your messages via SMS or WhatsApp chat, or you can call in live to contribute to what we are talking about. And we're asking ourselves this question this morning, like the president said yesterday in Imo State, that the country is on the verge of economic stability. What is your opinion? Do you believe in that? What do you think? Join in the conversation. We're expecting to read from you and hear from you. All right, moving on this morning, Pat Utomi revealed yesterday that the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, NNPP, am I right?
NNPC.
NNPP, right, yeah. NNPP presidential candidate Kwankwaso and People's Democratic Party, PDP, presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has matched together to dethrone the ruling party in 2027. Though we've been talking about that on this table, that they need to go back to the drawing board and reset what they are doing, because they would have won this election hands down last year, but the loss due to, will I say, greediness or selfishness, or not understanding each other. Now straight to the elder statement. Do you believe that these three people coming together, if truly they are coming together, because I believe these are still political talks, because do you believe if they come together in 2027, they are definitely going to oust the present administration in 2027?
That's why I like the word if.
IF.
Dot F. Between those two letters is the real thing. My friend and brother, Professor Pat Utomi, was clear. And one of the other things that he said, he has not said they have come together. He said talks have begun, of course, with the aim of coming together. Yeah. But also put a caveat. And that caveat is each of these leaders must come to the table, not in a Gestapo style, that it has to be Vera, it has to be MCU, it has to be Akifatunke. It won't work like that. If you all come in an Ujamaa fashion and we have a vision, we need to get there. Don't forget, Professor Pat Utomi is not a stranger to APC. Indeed, Professor Pat Utomi did more than needful to tailor the APC of an amalgam of different members together to eventually, at the end of the day, produce a Buhari. The front runner at that time is none other than the political strategists of our time, current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Like him or dislike him, that gentleman is a political wizard. And one of the things that he did, and this is the point I want to drop here now, is that he stepped down, he subsumed his own ambition. First, gave it to Atiku Abubakar. Later, gave it to Ribadu, far down, and eventually gave it to Buhari. Is Atiku Abubakar capable of doing that? I haven't seen, because the reason why I haven't seen is, yes, formidable guy. By the 2027, apart from the age factor, will be close to 80. That's not even an issue for me now. Is that he made a statement that is going to lead the coalition. He made that statement on the back of the Supreme Court, making sure about 4 or 5, including Bauchi, including Cross River State, including Plateau, their elections were overturned. And normally, in that kind of arrangement, where you are looking at Kwankwaso, you are NMPP Kano, and you are looking at Labour Party, both have just one state each. So you, if you have more, naturally believe that you are going to be the father. Bola Tinubu was at a point in this country where he was the only man standing. Virtually Southwest was swept away by PDP. He kept his focus. Did not change parties here and there, but he stood and used his shoulders so that others can rise. In 2023, like you rightly said, if they had all come together and they had not allowed greed,
to ravage them,
Bola Tinubu will not be the president of Nigeria today.
Yeah.
But now, question is, what my dear friend and my brother, Patu told me, we do exchange views, whether on Patito's gang or elsewhere. Have they learned their lesson? Are they going to hold on to what it is they have? Say, for instance, Kwankwaso's NPP and govern Kano so well in relative terms that the other states of Nigeria will be envious, like it happened in Lagos under Tinubu. You have a vision, in at least you do something. It will not be perfect. Or are we going to have an Alex Oti of Labour Party that will do so well that it will not even turn you that have the majority of the numbers? And finally, is it going to be possible for Atiku to step down? And this is the crunch. This is where we are all going. And say, for instance, for us to wrest power from the ruling party, like Bola Tinubu and his cohorts did at that time, can I subsume? Can I ask a Peter Obi, for instance, to complete the tenure of the 8 years that will have been in the South? Is Atiku going to allow that to happen? Kwankwaso had that on his hands, and Kwankwaso made the statement, look, as far as I'm concerned, I can pull more votes than you. Have they learned their lessons? In Nigeria, we hardly want to learn lessons and then we want to go into this. So Professor Patu told me he's spoken well as far as I'm concerned. He's laid the template. Is for the parties to now come and subsume themselves and say, which amongst us, in terms of fairness, in terms of equity, in terms of common sense, in kind of go to the grandmaster himself, Bola Tinubu, and learn from what he has done. It's the only way you'll be able to. But this situation that Kwankwaso will say, no, I no go agree, Obi will say, you no go agree, and this other guy will say, we no go agree, you dissipate yourselves. We'll have learned nothing, we'll have forgotten nothing, like the Bourbons of France. And with Buhari, like it, don't like it, abuse him or not abuse him, still holding sway in the north, on the side of Bola Tinubu, is going to be a tough call. My submission.
All right. Well, for me, I keep saying I don't know when we're going to get to the part of individual candidacy in this country, and I'm going to take you. I want to leave Lagos out of it, because some people will say, oh, you're supporting or you're not supporting because you're resident. My residence is Lagos. So I'm leaving Lagos out of it, and I don't expect anybody to ask me, what about Lagos State? I'm leaving because